Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. This is your Sunny Arches, and I am, of course, your Sunny Arches. And today we're going to do a love reading for Leos. Leos, for the first half of June of 2020. Leos, that was a deception card I just saw. Oh, joy. Who is wearing the mask? I hope it's not my Leos. I know my Leos are not. And I see flirt. All right, let's get out of that, hiding our emotions, hiding our feelings and thoughts, and putting them to good use. So let's take a look at love messages for Leo men for the first half of June of 2020. Ooh, that was terrible. Love messages for Leo men for the first half of June of 2020. So keep in mind that I read from the sun sign perspective, but you're more than welcome to check out your moon and rising to see how it all resonates with you, and perhaps even get a more clearer and better perspective on what to expect in these upcoming couple of weeks. All right, and don't forget, this is for entertainment purposes only, and so therefore you make the decisions according to what you are living and experiencing. Okay. All right, so let's see. One more for Leo men. No, one more. Oh, Leo men, I saw that deception card again. Oh, joy. All right, let's see what love messages we have for Leo men for this first half of June of 2020 in reference to love. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. It's a lot of cards right there. We're going to take it. Number 2, the second card we have is passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. 4, this situation involves marriage. And 5, getting to know each other. Getting to know you. Yeah, I got a song and a story for everything, so don't mind me. I'm just one of those people. Okay, excellent. Oh, and we can see all the cards. All right, so let's address this deception card that I saw. I saw it twice. On the very first shuffle, and then again, as soon as I mentioned Leo men, the shuffle right after, there it was again. So be very mindful of being honest with those around you. Okay? There's no need to go and hide your feelings, your thoughts, your emotions, sentiments, whatever you want to call it. There's no need to hide any of that. I think it's very important to be clear, to say what you need to say, to be clear about it, and also to be considerate of others' feelings. So to say, to communicate it in a way where you're being sensitive to their feelings. All right, Leo men. Let's see. So there's a need for you to comment to be a bit more playful. Remember, I saw the flirt card. So yes, there's going to be a need for you to be a bit more flirtatious with this person. If you're married, then it's important for you to kind of rekindle that flame that you had initially. Seems like things may have kind of died down a bit, and what with all this pandemic and all these serious things that are really going on in the world nowadays, um which is a great thing. I am so glad. I have my own personal thoughts and opinions that I'm not gonna say. This is not what this is for. But I'm just glad to see a lot of conversations are finally being had, and voices are I'm hoping that they're not heard just right now, but that our voices are going to be heard, and finally positive action will be taken in that direction. Okay. And there I go stating my opinion, right? Like somebody asked for it. So I say that because it's important for you with all these things going on. It causes a lot of stressors in relationships, right? So sometimes, not sometimes, but I'm sure there have been some kind of ups and downs in relationships. And I think at this point, it's with all the events that are occurring, it's important to bring back that playfulness. That playfulness is very important, and so is that passion. Leo man. Now we know you are a very passionate man. So let's bring it back. Because sometimes we forget. We think we're okay. Yeah, all right. They're not going anywhere. Nothing's going to happen. But if you really love the person, then you got to bring it back. Because you want to show them, besides telling them, you want your actions to show that you mean what you say, that you are a man of your word, right? You also have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual paths. Though this can definitely affect any relationship at any stage. Even if you're just dating, you could have met somebody and maybe you guys are of different religions. And religious factors doesn't have to necessarily mean just a religion, because this can affect you in any way. Because of your religion, you can't date this person because they're of another religion, or you know, we know that depending on your religious upbringing, it can also create a certain divide that you feel like you cannot cross, because then you betray, right? You could betray the church, the family, the religion, and worse is if you betray the family. You don't want to do that. But I think what you need to do is have that conversation. That'll help to bring that together. Wedding, this situation involves marriage, so this is definitely for a relationship of a married couple. Yeah, communication is important. Uh, let's see. I was getting itchy noses before, like my nose is itching me like crazy, and now it's getting a little difficult for me to talk. So let's see. So if you're married, you definitely want to overcome these, what I consider to be minor obstacles, because that's what compromise, or actually, not compromise. No, we don't compromise. We collaborate. Okay. That's what collaboration's for. Looking for ways to work together to come up with a solution that benefits both. So it's a win win situation for everybody in a positive light. Okay. And it's going to require you to get to know this person and for them to get to know you in a whole new light, because just because you're with them, you've been together for a while, we change, we grow, we change. Our ideologies from 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago can be different from what we believe and think and understand now. And that can be a conversation that's very important to have. And you'll see the growth in each other. And that will also um, deepen the bond between the two of you. Okay. So I think that's very important. I like that this is here, because that reinforces the getting to know each other, reinforces um, the need of having this conversation with each other. The need, and it also reinforces the need to be playful, to flirt, with your significant other again. Bring back that fun, that thrill, from the beginning. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take a look at religious factors. I think you guys understand playfulness and passion pretty well enough. I think it's pretty straightforward, but I definitely want to look at religious factors to get a better look at why that's here. All right, why is religious factors here? Why is religious factors here? That's a lot of cards. All right, we're gonna take it. You have 4 of air, 2 of air, so you're in your head. You're very in your head. Six of Fire, and then we have Awakening. Awakening in regular traditional tarot decks is the Hanged Man. Okay, seeing things from a different perspective. So for it's kind of like you're taking a bit of a mental break. You don't really want to think about things, about the issues, and you feel about the issues or whatever's going on around you, and you're also avoiding having to make a decision. Okay, you think that by avoiding having to make a decision, you get to gain from this. But let me see. It says time to rest or take a vacation, allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. So it's always meditate and pray. Those are the best things to do, no matter what the situation may be. Being unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, pretending there is no problem. Then we have the Six of Fire. It says victory, good news is on its way, public recognition or rewards. And last but not least, the Awakening or the Hangman card. Look at things from a different perspective, a temporary standstill, and it's important to be yourself. So there, you definitely need to work on your meditation and prayer. Dedicate a bit more time to it. It's very important for you to do so in order to have uh, a better perspective in order to make this decision. Once you make that decision, you'll gain the victory. Okay? By not making the decision, it's not going to bring you the victory. Instead, it's going to cause a delay. Okay? And in order for you to do that, you definitely need to look at it from a different perspective. So maybe the way you're seeing things at this moment, you're not, whatever the issue is between you and your significant other, um, maybe by trying to understand it from their perspective, really look at why, by having these conversations with them, you'll get a better understanding of why they feel and think the way that they do. I could tell you this right now. So far, I don't see any pentacles. So I think that there's going to be a need to be able to ground yourselves by controlling your emotions, especially your very passionate emotions when dealing with, um, when having these conversations. Okay. So let's take a look at some advice cards at this time. 3 advice cards. There's definitely a need for you to let go. Let go of how maybe the current way of thinking. It's time for you to see things from definitely from a different perspective. And in the Hangman, even here, let me see. I mean, this angel is kind of like upside down and it looks like they're reaching for something. But they have this here. They can either upright themselves again. And even traditional tarot, it's like the hangman person, you pretty much put yourself in this situation. You did this to yourself. You can come out of it. You're just choosing not to. But now you need to, if you look at it from a different perspective, you'll be able to. So there's a need for reconciliation. A need for reconciliation with you and your significant other. Okay. In order to overcome this distance between the two of you, you're currently not on speaking grounds. I hope you're not physically distant from one another. And in order to overcome this, you need to be able to, not that you need to be able to, but you need to embody the energy of the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is someone who is in control of their emotions and their intuition. Okay? They're able to they're able to tell what they're feeling, but in a controlled way. Right? They're able to deal with their significant other in a very controlled way. I know there are some people that like to say it's a bit of a tough love type of thing because the King of Cups does not wear his heart on his sleeve, so his emotions are not there on the surface. So there may be a need for you to control your emotions and even that passionate feeling inside once you go to have this conversation with them in order to, bridge this distance, this gap between the two of you. And then you have the Sun card. So this is great. That means that things are going to go in the right direction. All right. The sun will rise again. And then it'll bring a new beginning to your relationship. So if you're not married yet, then it could, once you deal with this and you work out the situation, you this could lead to a wedding. Depending, it all depends on how you handle yourself throughout all of this. That's going to be very important. So, Leo men, good luck. Wishing you the best energies for these upcoming weeks, and I will see you in the next half of June. And we're gonna go on to Leo women. Okay. Love messages for Leo women for the first half of June of 2020. Okay, love messages for Leo women for the first half of June of 2020. Says love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. All right. I mean, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. But I think in order to attract the person that you want, you gotta, you show that you love yourself by taking care of yourself, handling your own business independently. And I'm sure you probably do that already, but I think it's more about how you take care of yourself too, especially with setting the boundaries to protect yourself, protect your energy, and being respectful of. I don't think it has anything to do with anybody because I wanted to say being respectful of other people's boundaries too, I guess, in order to show them how you want them to respect you and to treat you. I think that's probably why I was thinking that. But yeah, I think taking care of yourself, keeping up with, your, I guess, your physical self, like like getting the nails done, the hair done, all that kind of stuff. I mean, I know it's very difficult to do that, but even during this time, you're still able to keep up with yourself. I think um is what the other person may be seeing and what is attracting you to them and them to you, right? And then we have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. So you are attracting by taking care of yourself, by keeping up with yourself, and showing others how you want to be treated. Right? You're bringing in this person of a certain type that you have not dealt with before. No, maybe you haven't considered before, but they're saying to keep an open mind, right? Could be a different race, maybe from a different religion, different socioeconomic background. So keep an open mind. And it doesn't mean that any Tom, Dick, and Harry that comes your way, that's the one. No. You're going to know by the way they are, I want to say cautious. I don't think that's necessarily the word. That could be part of it. They're cautious, but they're also respectful and sensitive to what your boundaries are, you know? Then we have the honeymoon. It says, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So if you're not already with them, when they do come along, you're going to experience this honeymoon stage with them. So things are going to look very great, right? But then we have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment or present moments. So there we go. Releasing your ex. You got to forgive yourself for whatever it is that you may have allowed or permitted in a past relationship. And understand that by forgiving yourself, you release that burden off of yourself and pass it on to the universe, and the universe will handle it. Especially if there is karma that needs to be dished out, the universe will handle that karma for you. You won't have to do anything. And part of forgiving and learning from your mistakes or your lessons and from your past relationships, it's also time for you to release your ex. So whatever mementos you still have of them, you need to burn them. I got the word burn them. Destroy them. Rip it up, throw it out, tear it up. Don't keep it. You don't need it, because everything that you're still keeping from the past is gonna hold you back. Their energy is always going to be around you because you're still holding on to something. You need to let it go. Maybe you like to keep mementos, you like to keep pictures, of the good times. Yeah, that's cute and all, but when you wonder why you keep going over or you keep dealing with the same things, because the energy from the past is still on you and you are still in possession of it. So I think that it's more important to let go and get rid of it so you can get rid of this person's energy from around you. So when you have this new person, then things can work out. Okay, but if you're still holding on to your past, it's not really going to go anywhere. The other way, I see this also in a different way. The second way that I see this is that, maybe you thought you'd take a chance on somebody. They're usually not the kind of type you go for. You figure, hey, let me try something different, and this might be what I need instead of going with what I usually go for. And that's always a good thing to do because, if what the type you were going for before didn't work out, then why would you keep pursuing it, right? It could be that you go for a new type, but it may not work out. Because it may seem all like sweet and lovey-dovey and all that stuff, but something happens. So I think what we're going to do now is take a look at the honeymoon. Why is the honeymoon here? Oh, Lord. Mm. Right, why is the honeymoon here? Sorry, I'm kind of stunned right now. Three of air. So it's the three of air or three of swords is basically a heartbreak. Aw. Great sadness. Take time to heal. The need to forgive yourself and others. So I'm wondering, one more card, please, for honeymoon. Now I know they are not trying to break your heart. Okay. Um, you may be breaking someone's heart, or they're breaking yours. It could be. Why is forgiving and learning here? I mean, why keep an open mind if this is a possible soulmate, yet you still have all of this? Oh, you're still holding on to the heartbreak from the past. So you're not even healed, fully healed yet. But why is forgiving and learning here? Like, that's it. There we go. A very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things in life. So I think this is more, and we have unity, traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations seek out mentors and like-minded friends. So this is the Hierophant in traditional tarot. This is the Hierophant. So 10 of Earth and unity. That means there's a commitment. So you need to apply the lessons that you've learned in the past in order for this to work out, because it can lead to a commitment. You're at the moment, although you're in a state of honeymoon and bliss, you're being very cautious of getting your heart broken. There is a possibility of a commitment that can lead to a marriage. Page of Earth, good news about financial matters, wanting to do something more challenging in a new area of study. So there's a lot of forgiving and learning, new commitments. It could also be a commitment to a new career. So if you are breaking somebody's heart, it'll probably be because you want to pursue something else instead, and it's more in the realms of finance. Um, you want to get your money up, and that's perfectly fine. Or as a result of forgiving and learning, you're going to. This is what you're going to get. All right. Why is release your ex here? We have Knight of Fire. They were a player. They're very flaky. So I guess you're feeling like this person is going to be it. Seven of Air. Your ex was your ex was definitely a fire sign. They were definitely a player. They were very flighty, very flaky, in and out of your life. And definitely sneaky. They were up to no good. So I think you're afraid of that happening again. Let's take a look at some advice cards to get a better grip of what's going on and how to handle this situation. I see the King of Pentacles and the Star. There's a lot of earth. So you know, I mean, you know what I don't see? I don't see cups. I don't see any cups. I see fire, and I don't see much passion either. So you may not be dealing, you may not It could be that all of this is maybe for you not to necessarily go into a relationship right now. I think it's more of keeping up in mind somebody is going to come a longer way. They're going to be different from the type that you normally date. But in the meantime, you need to enjoy this time that you have to yourself, dedicate yourself, take the time to heal and let go of this broken heart. Okay, you're going to forgive, and you're going to learn from what you've experienced, and you're going to be able to. I think there's going to be a new job, a new you got earth, and these earth cards have to do a lot with money. Okay, and this says a new area of study. Good news about financial matters. So if you were worried about work, maybe you were out of work for a while, you're finally going to get that, or if you were waiting for your unemployment approval, what have you, I think you're finally going to get that in these upcoming weeks, and or you're going to get news of a new job, new income, a surprise income of some sort, and it's gonna they're gonna communicate this to you. So it looks like definitely a new job opportunity, a new contract, and all of this is going to happen while you're healing and working on yourself and releasing this old energy from the past. And whoever this son of a gun was, you know what? Lessons learned. Now you know what you're not gonna take, and the kind of person you don't want. Okay, so that's clear. Okay, now I get it. Took me a minute. I'm sorry. And now we're gonna look at advice cards. So 3 advice cards, please, for Leo women for this first half of June of 2020 in reference to love. So again, I get the broken heart. Oh, we got a lot of advice cards. Okay. I didn't think it was this many. So I think you need it. This heartbreak, this ending of this relationship has hurt you so much that you feel like you can't really sleep or concentrate on anything else. You're really stuck in your head about all of this. And it's caused a disruption, right? A disruption in your life, in your home life, in your, with yourself, maybe even with the family. But you're beginning now to they want you now, instead of waiting for Three of Wands usually represents the ships coming in, so what you want is going to start coming in. Here it's more you're going for it. You're going for what it is that you want. You've already made a decision. Now you're going to go for it, and you're going to be mindful um of the snakes in the grass. Like, you already know what to look out for, and what dangers, what obstacles. So since you're already aware, you know when to sidestep, you know when to pick it up and let it go. And the strength card. So you do have you totally a Leo card. So you definitely you're going to take the lead on this, right? Whatever all of this was, you're going to take the lead on it. You're not going to sit and wait around. You're going to start looking for your way. And it's encouraged that you do. You do have the strength for it. I feel like you're being protected and guided to begin this journey, to seek out what it is that you want, and to start going for it. Okay? So you're going to start getting over this and start working on that. Once all that is done, you're going to have somebody coming in. Because I think you really need to heal yourself, not in the mental part, but I think also emotional. I don't really see too much emotion. So I think you may have emotionally, you might be okay, but you're still struggling with it in your mind. You gotta forgive and let it go. Meditation and prayer, definitely. It's not here, but with the strength card here, maybe you need to draw the strength from from the divine, from the universe, from God, Gaia, you know, Mother Earth, whoever you relate to, through meditation and prayer. Okay. All right, Leo women, that is it for today. I wish you the best of energies for this next half, for this first half of June and these upcoming weeks. And I will see you in the second half. All right. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe down below. Leave your comments. And talk to you soon. Bye.